start it.
Yeah, might as well just throw me right into this.
Yeah, we'll go right in. All right, we're tracking. You want to hit? You forgot your little clap. Do your clap. There we go. Okay, now we're fucking started.
Are we live?
We're fucking live. We're not live. We're not technically live. This is recorded. It's not being broadcast.
Absolutely.
But we're gonna be okay. That is funny though, because I've had a couple people request to do like a Twitch stream podcast. And I think we'll do it at some point, but we haven't gotten there yet. So
sure. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm not exactly sure what Twitch is. It's like a streaming platform.
It is.
Podcast platform.
Yeah, and well, not so much. I mean, there are podcasts on there, but it's mostly a lot. I think it really blew up with like video game streamers.
Sure.
Was the primary,
like I Show Speed and
yes,
all those people.
All those guys. Yeah. But a lot Ninja, I think is one of the guys.
Yeah, I know
he's,
Ninja.
He's a Fortnite guy. I think they blew up on Twitch, but but I think we are going to do one. I think we are going to live stream one at some point. I have done a couple of live streams before with this gear that I use. So yeah, we'll probably do it at some point. But yeah, we'll have to work up to it. But Rhett, dude, I realized just before you got over here, I don't know your last name. What's your last name?
It's Belcher.
Belcher.
Like Bob's
Rhett
Burgers.
Belcher. God damn, that's a strong name. Rhett
Thank
Belcher.
you. Is your last name Dank, or is that a misnomer?
It is Dank. You are correct. No, it's Fetzer.
Is it really Fetzer?
Fetzer, yeah, is my last name. But here, cheers, man.
Cheers.
Dude, first and foremost, thank you for coming on the pod, dude.
Oh, anytime. Thanks for making this happen.
Absolutely. So, the easiest way to kick things off, and I do this, I think I started like since episode 2 or 3. I'm not sure if I did this on the first one, but starting with the same question for everyone. Are you ready?
Hit me with it.
Why did you choose a Boulevardier?
The reason I chose
for our drinks today.
That's a great question. The reason I chose a Boulevardier is because I've spent the past 5 years in Austin drinking Lone Stars in exchange for drink tickets. Yeah. So I figured that you and I both deserve a classy drink. Also, it's a play on a Negroni, and it's a great drink, but I hate a Negroni. I think it tastes like potpourri. I'm just not a big fan. I love gin, and I love vermouth, and I love Campari, but something about the Negroni never hits, but I love every variation. So this is with whiskey instead of gin. I love a Oaxacan, too. That's with mezcal.
Okay.
Like a Oaxacan
Same
Negroni.
thing, though, basically?
Same deal.
Okay.
You just do mezcal instead of bourbon.
Hell yeah.
Which might have been another great choice, but went with a Boulevardier today. And it just sounds cool to say.
It does. It sounds, when you said Boulevardier, I was like, this fancy fucker. Like, hell yeah, let's go. And I'm glad I ran into you at Ellie's thing, and and that was a fun night.
Yeah, Starwax. Shout out Starwax.
Shout out Starwax, man. That was a great night. I love what they're doing over there with the acoustic songwriter thing. I'm sure there's gonna be. I want to see that thing evolve because it was so chill and so fun and such a cool group of people that I just only hope that thing grows. You know what I mean? Because
I feel the same way. I mean,
it's cool people.
The group of people there is awesome. I don't know if you had a chance to go when it was Eastsiders back in the day, the old, before the renovation.
I don't think so. I don't think I had.
Such an upgrade. I mean, you couldn't even go in that back area because it was all brewing vats. And
that's right. Yeah, you took us back there. You're like, you got to check that out. Yeah, that was really cool. It was a really cool spot. Have you been to what is the rock climbing area?
Bouldering Project?
Have you been in there?
I have. I actually used to date the marketing manager back in the day.
You bad boy.
Yeah, I date.
Free rock climbing.
It was free rock climbing. The gym is great. I love the team there. I love the people.
No more free rock climbing, though, for you?
Sadly, no. I moved on to different things.
Different rocks.
Different.
Wait, no, that sounds bad.
I wouldn't put it like that, but yeah.
Different kinds of... No, I'm just kidding. Well, cool, man. Hell yeah.
I smoke crack now. It's crack rocks.
Oh, my God. So bouldering. We've got the Austin Bouldering Project. How long have you been in Austin?
Going on 5 years.
Going on 5.
Also, do you climb? We should catch a climb if you do.
I don't really. I mean, no, I don't. I don't at all, to be honest.
Because you have the wingspan.
You know... I feel like I just don't have the finger grip.
Sure.
And I'm a big boy, so it's just like my hand gripping a little rock like this is not going to hold my body weight. Dude. Just forget about it. But you're kind of more lean though. I bet you'd crush.
I love rock climbing. Yeah, I mean, I can't throw down like the pros.
Yeah.
There's some crazy athletes in gyms like that. But yeah, I like a climb. I like a free climb too if I'm out in the park or a tree. I've been climbing things since I was a little kid. I was definitely that kid climbing up trees with my brothers and exploring. And
where'd you grow up?
I'm a New Yorker originally.
Okay,
Yeah.
Sick.
What about you? I actually, full disclosure, is probably the 4th time we've ever actually hung out.
Yes.
And this is going to be the longest we've actually had a conversation probably.
For sure. And even what's funny though is like I'm really already I could tell I'm going to learn a lot about you, like just chatting
same.
today. But even it's funny though because even my friends that I've known for years that I've had on the podcast, I like learn so much about them just through like having a direct conversation where we're kind of, I don't want to say forced, but like kind of focused on a conversation for like, a set ballpark period of time and not just like kind of passing. And I'm like, do I even know my friends? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, what do you mean your favorite color is blue?
Yeah.
I didn't know
exactly.
that about you.
But it's cool to just like actually have a little bit more of a deeper conversation with the musicians who've been on the podcast and also just my friends that want to just come on for a drink and I'm like, holy shit, dude, I've known you for 10 years and I didn't know this. So that's been one of the coolest things about the podcast. But yes, I am from Houston. You're from New York. Where in New York?
Brooklyn originally, and I lived in Long Island for a really long time. That's where my mom is from originally.
Sick. I've got some friends that moved to Brooklyn from Austin like a year ago.
It's the natural progression of things.
Yeah.
Or reverse in my case.
But then we also had Rocky, he's also a drummer that was on the podcast. Do you know Rocky?
I've never met Rocky, no.
Okay, cool. He plays drums in Billy King and the Bad Bad Bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which they just put out a single. Shout out Billy King and the Bad Bad Bad. New single, Fake Friends, absolutely slaps. Go listen to it.
Put that right here, Nicole. Put that on the bottom.
We'll just we need to get you going on that somehow to where we could just program master over here. But thank you, Nicole, for running behind the scenes as always. Where was I? New York. Rocky, yes. He moved down here from, I think they were in Manhattan. And like him and his band, God, I can't remember the name at the time. What is it, Nicole? Rocky's? Shit, I can't remember. Anyways, they moved down here as a band from New York, and then he's just been doing his thing down here ever since. We drank penicillins.
Penicillin, yeah.
Yeah, and those were pretty bomb. It was like doing the candied ginger for the garnish.
Mm-hmm.
They were fun. Those were a fun drink.
I've never met him before, but I think you can broadly tell what someone's like by their drink order. And maybe that's not all he drinks. I'm sure he's definitely traded a carnival ticket or two for a Lone Star.
Oh, yeah.
Like a well drink, but a penicillin, I like that drink.
You're like, I like this guy.
Yeah.
I don't even know him, but I like him.
I don't know him, but I feel like I would share a penicillin with
That is kind of real, though. Like, you could kind of, I don't want to say you could tell a lot about a person by their drink order, but you can kind of make some assumptions that might be accurate. It's like stereotyping, but their drink order, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, that's real. It's like, someone that orders like, I don't know, what's a drink that someone would order that you're like, I don't know.
Anyone who orders a martini is either one or two kind of people. They're either the most high maintenance people ever. I'm not talking about you, Nicole. Just making a face. We got to get a camera on Nicole at some point. Or
I've been saying it.
Or they just like nice things.
That's real.
But there's something, if they're asking for if they were like, oh, can I have the little pickled onion and do you have the blue cheese olives? And they're asking for all the extra things. It's like, no, we don't have any of those. And they're like, well, then I'm not going to get anything. And they can't pivot.
Yeah, yeah.
And they can't pivot to like,
ooh.
oh, actually, I'll just whatever you have on tap. I don't care.
Maybe
Which I'll do.
Maybe in this case, it's not so much the drink, but it's the not being able to pivot and being like,
That's big, yeah.
I'm fine with a vodka soda or a tequila soda, whatever. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what says more. But dude, I don't know. There's some drinks. I'm trying to think of one that would be like, what are you doing?
Yeah. There's this one famous drink. It's called the Ramos Gin Fizz. You heard of it?
I've never heard of that.
Man, it's this drink, and you're supposed to dry shake it. It's like an egg white cocktail, right? So it's all foaming.
Oh
fluffy.
yeah, we did one of those on the podcast. We did a pisco sour, which is a Peruvian liquor. It was really good.
Yeah. So the Ramos, you're supposed to shake it for like a minute. It's a dry shake for a minute.
Okay.
And you put it in the cup, and it's supposed to rise up. But it's the bane of every bartender's existence because, one, if you're not in the gym, like you're shaking that thing for a minute straight, and you're gonna throw your shoulder out, and then you have to make 3 of those. Like it comes out, and it looks so cool, and then everyone at the table is like, oh, actually, now I want one, and now it's like 10 minutes of work, 4 drinks, and
now you're just. Well, maybe they like the workout. Some bartenders might lean into that a little bit.
That's true.
About to say, you get off work and you're sore. I've worked a couple jobs where I was like in a warehouse, like moving boxes and shit all day. Mm-hmm. And like, dude, I was keeping I did not have this belly when I was doing that.
Yeah,
dude.
probably spelt.
And it was just you're just moving all the time. You're just going, and I was just good. I mean, I prefer my job now that I have, but yeah, like. Having a job where you're moving around is not necessarily a bad thing. For musicians, always great. You don't see too many musicians that are like really dragging ass. You know what I mean? You got to have a level of fitness, I think, to be a musician. Do you think?
Oh, absolutely. Especially on the drums. I think I've gone through phases of being in decent shape. I've never been a big dude, but I've also never gone through phases where I've like felt completely out of shape.
Yeah.
I felt my best when I'm like, I do a lot of calisthenics. That's what I like to do. So I'm always doing like push-ups and pull-ups, and I run a little bit. But yeah, I mean, even just getting something in twice a week, complete difference on the kit. I remember those early days when, first year or two in Austin.
Yeah.
And getting thrown into those gigs, those like 3-hour bar gigs. And it's like, all right, you're going to like a friend's bar, right?
Yeah.
Friend's bar. All right, you're going to play for 3 hours, no break. And you have to just muscle through it. And that'll catch some people, especially if you're coming from the indie, if you're playing the indie venues and it's a 45-minute set, maybe an hour set. And then you get thrown into a bar gig like that. Like, I remember I hurt my shoulder and started this whole change where I was like, I need to take care of myself or I'm not going to be able to do this.
Dude, yeah. Working out for like the longevity or for like that reason of like being able to do a 3-hour gig and like kind of focusing your workout around that. I think that's probably, and I'm no expert, but I feel like that's probably the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Because you're literally just working out and doing this exercise so that you could do the thing you love as long as you want to do it.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? Versus, I just want to bench press 300 pounds or whatever.
Which, by the way, is sick.
It's cool.
Love to do that one day, maybe.
But like, my thing is like, why? Like, I think working out, and look, I vastly need to improve my
you
diet.
You don't want watermelon pecs?
And my, yeah.
You don't want center block glutes? You're telling me that's not a dream?
So I don't think so. I don't think I want like, my ideal, like if I could like snap my fingers and be the perfect build of myself or whatever, it would be like some fat shaved off of me and like a little bit more muscle.
Yeah.
And like I don't know if I would ever want to be like fucking Schwarzenegger, just fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if like that just doesn't look comfortable. You know what I mean?
it just is not sustainable, in my opinion.
It's never sustainable.
And I can't find any reality where I could set my life up in a way where I could do that.
Yeah.
Because if
you're not going to be the jacked ass dude.
I don't think so.
Just fucking, just Hulk on the drums.
No, I don't think so. I'm on the move too much. You just have to. It's so much eating. It's not just the work. It's
That's
the
true.
eating.
That's true.
And I'm the kind of person where like if I don't hit, because I started tracking calories. If I don't hit 3,000 calories, I'll wake up. I'll lose weight. And
Really?
it's like that's insane. And I don't even weigh that much.
Shit, bro. Don't be talking about that like it's a problem. Get the
guess.
fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah.
Shit, dude. I'm
awesome on planes. People love sitting next to me on planes.
dude, I wish I had that problem, man. For me, it's like, dude, if I like overeat, dude, I'm just like I'm bloated. I am like, and it doesn't take much. Like I'll just get so full. And like, and then I'll immediately gain 5-10 pounds, like that. So
Yeah.
it's
Never happened.
Don't worry about that. For me, the eating, but that's also because, dude, I'll overeat. I will just crush, like, dude. If I'm really fucking stoned or something, man, I could crush like 2 cheeseburgers. I don't do that anymore. But I'm just trying to eat healthier, eat a little bit leaner. Of course, we just had lobster last night, though. We grilled lobster. We grilled lobster for the first time, though.
Yeah,
we were fucking bad with it, dude. I'm like, this is just gonna be a food podcast from now on. No, we grilled lobster. Listen to how we did it. So we put a little lemon pepper on the lobster tails. Lemon peppered them up. Threw them on the grill for like 7-8 minutes.
Love it already.
Pulled them off. Took the cast iron out. Filled that bitch up with butter, garlic, salt and pepper.
Oh yeah, almost like a French steak.
Yeah, and
Did you baste it?
And then threw it back in there, and then just started like pouring that
Yeah.
like butter on there, and then we take those off, and then from that butter that was left, that garlic butter that was left, pour that into a little pot, and then I was just drenching that lobster, just
take a first
dipping
one.
it in there. Yes.
Yeah, that sounds
Oh, dude, and I don't care how fat I get.
great. You look great. I don't know.
I will
I don't know what you're
eat.
talking about.
I will eat the fuck out of that lobster
Yeah.
anytime, dude. If you put it in front of me, it's going down. I don't care what you say. You have to come over for some lobster sometime if you're down.
Words I don't hear that often, and I don't know how I could ever turn that down.
Hey, a fucking Boulevardier and a lobster.
Some lobster
Are we
tails,
some bougie bitches?
Yeah, are we dating?
Let's
You trying to seduce me?
let's fucking go, dude. That sounds. This I think would actually pair well with a lobster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think
Absolutely.
I think I'm into that.
I have a soft spot for lobsters. Growing up, my mom was a big lobster person, and we're on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And every Mother's Day or her birthday, and they're pretty close, we would go to Jordan's Lobster Farm in Long Beach, New York,
Sick.
and we would go get some lobsters. And it was
Wait.
best memories.
That was the restaurant? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So how did they cook them up?
Oh, you steam them. Usually you can just steam them and then throw them on the table. And I remember there was one, because it's a farm, so they catch them there and they have them in the back in like these huge tanks.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
And it's not a fish tank looking thing. It's like this huge, almost like cowboy pool looking thing in the floor. And we were trying to order some. We were trying to get like 1.5 pound lobster. It's kind of the sweet spot. Ranges from like a pound to whatever. And there was a big storm that passed through. And the server there was like, yeah, so we only have like 1.25 pounds and like 10-pound lobsters. And we're like, hold on a second. 10-pound lobsters? Like, yeah, like there was a storm because of the nature of the waves and the way that the weather was working, separated everything out. So there's only small ones and there's only big ones. And I saw this lobster, dude, and I didn't know it was possible, but
no,
enormous.
No.
Yeah, the claw was like the size of my arm.
Oh my God. I didn't know that existed.
I didn't know either.
Can you imagine being in the ocean and one of them swimming up next to you?
No,
That
can't.
would be so scary. I would be terrified.
Yeah, that's like scarier than a shark, probably.
That's really freaky. I didn't know they got that big. I felt like a lobster is right here.
Yeah,
You know what
right?
I mean?
Like, yeah,
Like
you
right
kinda
here.
Maybe as a pet if you wanted to, kind of thing. Like
That would be an
like a small
interesting
dog.
pet, but yeah. A little Shih Tzu, maybe. About the size of a Shih Tzu.
It's
right?
funny to think about through agriculture and farming and the way that we overfish everything. We're not going to turn this into like a doomer ecological podcast, by the way.
I was about to say chicken farms.
Yeah,
and
right.
fucking- we let's not get sad. with
Yeah.
it,
No
you know?
Monsanto, no chemtrails.
Just do your part.
But
okay.
like all these animals used to be enormous, like tunas. Tunas used to be these like 200, 300-pound fish, and we just fished them all because we love food so much that everything just got smaller and smaller.
They're pretty big still, though. No,
They're still pretty big.
They're still pretty big, but
like on average.
200, 300 pound.
Yeah.
God,
You imagine that?
that's bigger than me. Shit.
Yeah. Same.
God,
Same here.
that's crazy, man. Fish are the one thing. It's like, I don't know. Are you vegan or anything?
No.
No. Okay.
Omnivore, let's say.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
No restrictions.
Because
I'm going to tweak this mic a little bit. How do you turn it? There we go. See, that's the problem with being a drummer that doesn't sing. I have no mic training, so I don't know how any of this stuff works.
just play with it, dude. That's all you can do. That's all you
doing a lot
need.
of this.
Just give it a little. If you
working
need to
it.
take a drink, right there.
That was smooth.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Nah, but dude, vegan. I've had like some vegan. We've been to some vegan restaurants and had like some vegan tacos or whatever, and they slap. They're good.
they're great.
I've had
Yeah.
some really good vegan food. I just don't know if I could ever truly do the lifestyle. I just don't know if I could do it. Do you think you could ever do it?
Be a full-blown vegan?
Would you ever want to do it? And do you think you could ever do it?
I've never had the desire to do it. I don't know if I could either.
You got to want to do it to be able to do it.
Well, okay.
Right?
Of course, we could both do it. We could both.
We'd
'cause
have
it's
to
just- you
really
just have to buy those things. Just don't buy meat.
Are there any vegans that don't go vegan for animal rights? Like, are there other reasons to be vegan?
Maybe if you have like high cholesterol or something and you need to cut out like
Maybe.
all animal products, like
Maybe.
anything with a hint of fat. You just can't even look at it or you're like,
It's-
your arteries get clogged.
Because it's like, now you hear about like, what is it? Keto? Is that?
Yeah.
I
Keto
feel
diet.
like you have a lot of people, and that's like all like meat, right? Is that like a lot of protein? I think.
Yeah, it's almost like veganism in reverse.
It's weird. I don't know what to do these
Yeah.
days. You know what I mean? There's so many different ways people are approaching it, but I think vegan now is like you got to be doing it for the animal rights. But my thing is like with fish, I could get it with like beef and stuff, like and chickens, and how when people want to make the argument that these animals aren't treated right, it's absolutely fair. But fish is a tougher one. Fish and like lobster, I'm like, that lobster is okay with me eating it, I think. I don't know.
That lobster doesn't know the difference.
That lobster doesn't know
Yeah.
shit, dude.
They don't know it's too late. Did you know that they're not actually screaming when you cook them? It's just like the steam and all the water escaping from their shells. And you throw them in the pot.
Do they sound like they're screaming? When
Yeah, you ever
when
cook
throw
like
it?
a whole one?
I've never thrown one into like a boil. No.
Oh yeah, they make this like screaming sound.
Crawfish I have, but they don't make that sound, so I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. Do you like crawfish?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I'll eat pretty much anything.
Hell yeah, dude.
Having some
My
wild
fucking
stuff.
guy, dude.
Yeah,
My
cheers to that.
fucking guy.
Yeah, I'm
Dude.
not a picky eater. I did not grow up a picky eater.
So my family's like all Cajun as fuck. Like my mom and dad are both from New Orleans.
One of my favorite cities.
Oh, dude, it's
Yeah,
so fun.
gorgeous.
It's so fun, and the food is so good. Nicole and I were just talking earlier about this because we had some of the lobster left over from yesterday, and we ate that tonight with. And Nicole made a little Caesar salad. We like threw the lobster into the Caesar salad.
Oh, you dog.
with the butter.
Yeah, that's
And we were like, and then
that's
Nicole,
not vegan at all. That's not even close.
but it's a salad, okay?
Yeah.
No, we threw that in. And Nicole was saying we went to this place called Drago's in New Orleans. Have you ever been there?
Sure, the charbroiled oysters. Yeah, I used to go all
You
the time.
know, you
100%.
know.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
I'm gonna have to wear. I have a t-shirt, a Drago's t-shirt. I'll have to wear it on a podcast one of these days. But yeah, Nicole got a crab salad when we were there, and the char grilled oysters because they're gluten free. Nicole's gluten free.
Just doing one of these off the camera.
Yeah, it's good to relay. It's good to relay that. The gluten free is a tough one though, but I've gotten really used to it just because. Tighten that guy up. Just because Nicole cannot do the gluten at all. So
It's a hard life to adjust to. It's gotta be. I think maybe that is harder than veganism.
Possibly. I mean, for some people, maybe, but I think having been with Nicole and her being gluten-free throughout our entire relationship, I'm kind of used to it at this point. But of course, I don't eat fully gluten-free. Like, I still have to go get like a caniac every now and then. You know what I mean?
Late at night,
I still gotta go. I mean, I gotta get a box combo, but but no, it's tough, and there are a lot of restrictions with it. But I feel like we've kind of just gotten to a good groove with it.
Well, the reason I say that is because with veganism, it seems very surface level, like, okay, I know what is vegan, I know what's not vegan. With gluten free, there's so many sleepers out there that you have to really do your research, like
soy sauce,
yeah, or pepperoni, dude. There's gluten.
Pepperoni,
yeah, there's gluten.
Nicole didn't even know. She didn't even know.
Sorry to break it to
you. She must have been eating gluten.
Yeah, there's gluten in pepperoni.
No way.
100%. Well, it depends, like.
I wonder though, because I wonder about the gluten free, where we get a pizza at the grocery, like a frozen pizza. Mm-hmm. It says gluten free or cauliflower pizza, but it has pepperoni on it. I wonder if those are gluten free. We need to look into that.
It has to be if it says gluten free on it.
If it says gluten free on it, yeah, you're right.
You got to vet your sources.
Yeah.
I had a brief conspiracy theory phase from like 18 to 21, far beyond that now, but check your sources.
Oh, we talk conspiracies on this podcast. Don't.
Oh, really? No, it's too early for that. Let's get a couple more of these.
Let's get down with these a little bit. Okay, so we've been talking about food for I think the first. This is a music podcast. What are we doing? So dude, tell me, I don't know how many bands you play with in Austin currently. How many is it? I know it's multiple.
I play in this band called Jack with No K, probably more than any other band.
Okay.
I met Jack maybe 3 weeks into moving here, and we moved here a couple days apart. Funny enough. I play in a band called Nonstop Admiral. It's a new project, actually. A former guest started playing with Elle Rose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very excited for that.
I'm excited for that one too. Every now and then I will sub. It's Tim Smith's gig. Shout out Tim Smith. But Ruthie Kraft.
Hell yeah.
I'll play drums with Ruthie Kraft. I think that's it.
So
I did play in a lot more, and I have played in a lot of different bands since I moved here. But yeah, those 4 keep me pretty busy.
Hell yeah. Is it Jack? Is that the one I saw you with at Friends that one time?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So he still has a residency there every Monday and Thursday.
Okay.
He's been doing that for years now.
Damn, so you're there every Monday and Thursday?
Well, it's an acoustic thing. Yeah, so he'll do
okay.
like an afternoon slot. But
okay, sick.
When I first moved here, that's all we did for the most part. We played the drafting room on Rainey Street. If you've been, it's right by Parlor Room.
Yes, I have been there. Yeah,
by Clive.
Yes.
It's doing like Clive and Parlor Room.
Yeah, it's kind of like a narrow.
Yeah, it's like Narnia.
It's
so cool.
Yes, I like that spot. And they have the bar like in the way back.
In the way back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cool spot.
That's a really cool spot. And the owner is like this architect, and he helped build a lot of different places in Austin. So if you
Cool.
really know about it, there's like trap doors everywhere and like secret
Oh, no
passageways.
shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Very
keep an eye out for that next time we go there. I'm actually going to be down on Rainy on Friday, so I might have to pop in there and see what's up.
I can't say anything else. So.
I'm just going to look for it.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to be just kind of like peeking around. Where's this trap door?
Knocking on things.
Yeah. All right. Hell yeah, dude.
And friends. And we did that for maybe a year and a half. And that was like all we did. Like our first South by, it was when was it? It must have been 2022. Is that when South by came back? Because March 2021, we were still locked down.
I think 2022 sounds right.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
And we got like 11 South by gigs. And we were like, we're so big time. We made it.
Hell
and
yeah.
it was like 8 gigs at Friends.
Oh, really?
And 4 gigs at Drafting Room.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, hey, busy is better than not, man.
Yeah.
Shit, you get the gigs. Yeah.
And we were so hungry for it, too, that it didn't
That's good shit.
matter. And they were so good to us for years and years. And haven't played Drafting Room in a hot minute, but that was also more complicated because we got the sound police on us a lot over there.
Really? On Rainy?
On Rainy. But
No
it was
shit.
because of Parlor Room, because they would have these crazy DJs there. The sound police would come by and ping us, and they're like, you're at 105 BPM. And it's like, there's an unmiked drum kit and a violin here. What do you think?
Yeah.
Is that 105 BPM? Or,
Is that us or
DB.
the dubstep DJ
Yeah.
next door? Yeah.
is it like the 4 Pitbull songs in a row? Or is it the violin? Like,
Oh, man.
Use your
That's
noggin.
brutal.
yeah.
God, as much as I love DJs and electronic music, like some are fucking bad, dude.
Yeah.
And it goes with anything too. I mean, there's awesome country bands and there's shitty country bands. There's great rappers and there's shitty rappers. Rock bands, shitty. You know what I mean? There's good and bad. That's what I've come to realize is like with genres, there's like great and shitty of every genre. Whatever, you know what I mean? You could always find something really good. And at least for me, there's something within like I don't want to say every, but most genres of music that speaks to me. You know what I mean? So with the projects you're playing, is it like, I know when I saw you with Jack, it was like very, kind of like poppy and like a few covers and then some bluesy stuff, some Bill Withers.
Yeah,
Is that kind
yeah,
of a soul kind of groovy vibe
Of that project?
or just most of your projects in general? Is there a similar
No.
vibe? No.
No.
Okay,
And I
okay.
try to keep it that way. So
Nice.
my philosophy is that if I'm going to join a new project, I don't want to really repeat genre or repeat vibes. So every time I look for a new artistic outlet, I'm trying to express something different because I grew up playing everything and listening to everything. And I feel the same way about not being exclusionary about genre or a scene. And I think that there's good and bad everywhere. It's just more about your taste and your discernment and like how you seek those things out and what you're exposed to. Anyway, I always try, if I'm playing something and I'm pursuing something new, I don't want to play in like 3 punk rock bands, or I don't want to play in like 4 blues bands. You know what I mean? So my approach, at least in the music scene, has been to every time I work with someone new, I'm trying to flex a different muscle or do something that I don't get to do in like a different project. So with the Nonstop Admiral thing, it's like fast, crazy punk rock music, and then
is it? Okay,
yeah,
cool.
and then with Jack, it's
I was about to ask. I was like, are any of them like fast punk rock shit?
Yeah,
like, I want
yeah.
to see that.
You should come to
I
a
love that
Nonstop
shit. I would be into that. I'd
Yeah.
be into that. Yeah.
And then, Ruthie, that's, really tight pocket pop music. I'm wearing ears, like we're playing
you're
the
going
tracks.
in-ears?
Yeah.
No
which was
shit.
new, which was a new thing for me.
You got in-ear monitors on that? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, and there's backing tracks?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's all Mick on bass. He'll have his computer set up and the bass. And
Damn.
he's running the tracks and he's running the click. And
That's a pop setup for sure. Hell yeah.
big time.
That's awesome though. I mean, that's pro as fuck, honestly, dude. Like it's funny when you see like I guess just how different bands of different at different levels are performing in what they're using here and what they're using there, and you do see a lot of like artists that are these major pop, like Dua Lipa or Sabrina Carpenter. Some of these major pop artists, you see them with everyone's got in-ears and they're rocking these, and it's very live. It's very much a live performance, but there's absolutely also backing tracks that they're all locked into, and that whole show is just curated. Every second of that thing,
100%.
You know what I mean? And it's it definitely has had me think about it too. And I'm like, would I ever want to like do like a project like that? And I'm like, maybe if I get ever asked to participate in a project like that, I'll be down. But until then, I'm like, I'm rock and roll all the way. But until then, I'm like, I'll fucking do it though. That sounds fun. Because like, that is ultimately like if you want the tightest performance, I imagine that is a way to get a lot of people in sync. You know what I mean?
That, or like you could hire 30 people and play, like hire 14 keyboard players to play all the different synth tracks and layers, and like you're a producer.
That's true. You
know what's up with all of that. That when you're making pop music, there's just so much. There's so much going on with. I'm gonna give this a little tweak over here.
Oh, dude, tweak it all night, brother.
I'm feeling up right now.
Are you feeling?
Boulevardiers, so
Ooh.
just blasted your couch.
Hey, Nicole, can you get a little paper towel? We got a little mini spill.
Thanks, Nicole.
We're all right. Spill away. I'm actually gonna adjust my shit too. Let's just get a quick adjustment.
It's feeling too slouchy.
I know, dude.
Thank you so much.
That's how I get it. I sink into this couch, dude. Nicole, when Nicole and I are watching TV late at night, we both squeeze into this couch. She got her head there, and I got my head here, and we're like pretzel leg, just like watching TV. So yeah, whenever I'm on this couch, I'm sinking the fuck in, dude.
Yeah,
we're
getting
to lock
in for a second. What were we talking about? We're talking about tracks.
We're talking about tracks. We're talking about pop
analog
music
versus the old school 1960s Beatles on Ed Sullivan Show.
I love all that shit. I think I gravitate towards the analog shit, but of course I say that, and I've been producing mostly at least music with at least some sort of electronic drums or electronic element for the past 2 years too. So it's like, but I don't know. That's also why as of lately I've like started jamming with some guys and getting a little band together, and I don't know. I think that's just kind of always what I'll come back to.
Yeah. Also, looking forward to seeing that.
It's gonna be fun. I think we finally got a gig. I think we're gonna do November 1st at on Rainy at Crazy Conchas.
Nice.
So yeah,
put that down there.
Yeah, Nicole, where you at? Where you at? You gonna
put that
Crazy
down
Conchas.
Crazy Conchas, November 1st.
Oh yeah.
But dude, tell me where did your drumming career or just your love for playing the drums
School of Rock,
start?
man, the movie.
Are you serious?
School of Rock, yeah.
No.
Of course, anyone my age is probably School of Rock. That came out
Really?
when I was 10. I couldn't have been older than like 3rd or 4th grade.
No shit.
And I remember starting a band with my friends. We had one practice. We were in 5th grade. We were called the Boneheads. And we had,
sick.
and all we did, we had one practice at my buddy Teddy's house, and we were in Brooklyn, so I couldn't bring the whole kit. So all I brought was like a snare drum, and I was just ripping game on the snare drum. While
That's tight.
Electric guitars. But yeah, I mean, that movie, I think it was a watershed moment for a lot of people in my age range, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it wasn't this thing where it was kids idolizing adults and these rock stars and these people who are like something you would grow into, almost these like, mythical characters.
Totally.
It's like you're watching like Achilles or something. And then you had School of Rock where you have something and you see these kids your own age or similar to your age doing something at a arguably pretty high level.
Yeah.
And it made it seem achievable. And also just so cool.
Yeah.
So,
Also,
you know what I
Jack
mean?
Black's just the
Yeah.
fucking man. Yeah.
And that movie's hilarious and just objectively good. I think it holds up great.
Oh, absolutely. Were you playing drums before that at all?
No.
Or no? So
No.
was it like you saw that movie and then like you're like, I want to play an instrument? Was that kind of how it went down?
Actually, no. So what happened was, my parents are split.
Okay.
And my mom started dating this guy, and they were together for a decade. Very long time. I'm not going to say his name on the pod. Fuck you, Scott. So he was a drummer, and he had drums in his house. And then he moved in with us. And remember that movie came out, and eventually he busted out the snare drum and was like, hey, why don't you just go nuts on this snare drum over here?
Hell yeah.
I was like, all right, 10, 11 years old. I was like, and start like ripping on it. And my mom and Scott were watching. I like remember their like eyebrows.
Yeah.
They're like, do you want to take lessons? I was like, all right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Let's do it.
Yeah, I was like, let's do it. Why not? And it's funny foreshadowing because when I was younger, I kind of had hair like yours. I had like a big old
Oh yeah.
Jufro.
Yeah.
And my drum teacher was this guy, Greg. He's got the same look that I have now.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
shaved head, big old beard. So I feel like I like grew into my original mentor.
You became your drum
Yeah.
teacher.
Like the apprentice becomes the master kind of
Fuck
thing.
yeah.
And he was great. I mean, he taught me how to read music. Taught me who Ringo Starr was because I didn't know who Ringo Starr was.
The man.
At the time, the only guy. And then I was playing more.
Ringo's a funny one because I feel like a lot of people that don't play an instrument but think they know what someone who's good at playing an instrument is always like Ringo sucks.
Oh, sure. Well, he does suck.
But then-
objectively.
but then
from a technique perspective.
Yes, but then people that like play in a band or have ever played in a band, they're like, "Oh, Ringo's the shit."
Well, because music's not about like how fast you can play a paradiddle.
No,
It's about emotions and this emotional arc and storytelling. What Ringo could do was he could play drums like a guitar, and he could make melodies, and he could write parts, and he has some of these like just. It's almost like he's speaking. It's he's
super
talking
expressive.
Yeah.
yeah.
You ever heard like she said, the drum part in that?
He said, she said. That's
Or-
a Beatles.
yeah, she
tune?
said, she said.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know if I know that one.
Oh man, or like drum solo in the end. I mean, there's so many.
Oh yeah.
We could spend the rest of this time
The
talking about
end.
Ringo.
That is a cool drum solo.
Yeah.
Is it true that like Paul did a lot of drums on the Beatles tracks towards the end?
I actually don't know.
I feel like I heard that somewhere. I don't know how true it is, but
There's a lot of Ringo slander like going around right now that he didn't actually perform on a lot of those records, and
yeah,
I'm choosing
yeah.
not to believe any of that.
I don't know. It's interesting because I heard. Did you watch the Beatles documentary thing that they put on Disney Plus a couple, like 2 or 3
The
years
most
ago?
recent one?
Yeah, it was
No,
like
I'm
3.
off the grid, dude. No, I don't have
Okay.
any streaming.
It's like 6 hours long, and it's like their last 2 or 3 months of being a band. But I mean, he's in the studio and he's laying it down. So whenever people are like, he didn't play in the studio at all, I'm like, okay, I don't know about that.
It's like, yeah, right. Yeah.
But I also do know Paul was like the fucking man too. So I don't doubt that he laid down some drums on something. But I feel like it would have all been credited correctly and whatnot versus like I don't know if they would have credited Ringo on a drum part if Paul played it. I don't know. I could be wrong.
What is this?
This is us being bad. We're being little baddies. This has kind of been a
Where's
tradition.
the
though.
lobster at? I thought he was going to garnish with like a little lobster.
Next time I'll throw one on the grill for us. That's for sure.
Amazing.
What do
I'll
you
bring the
think?
butter.
Should we take this shot?
Yeah, why not?
Let's do it. Oh, thanks for the orange too. That looks good.
Thanks, Nicole.
Dude, I've just
Cheers.
been derailed this whole podcast. We're just talking about food. You get me going on food. And
Thanks for bringing me back. Yeah, so Greg, great drum teacher. One of the only good things Scott ever did was let me play his drums. And then moved to Long Island in 6th grade.
Hell yeah.
So oomed out of the home that
That was in
I lived
Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Cool.
So I was in a brownstone. I lived in Park Slope in the 90s. So mid gentrification era.
Okay.
Went from like, not being able to walk down certain streets and like you can't walk down certain blocks because there's like people selling drugs and selling themselves and like there's fights, and also it was a very community focused vibe, and you had like a guy selling fruit on the street. You had Andy the fruit guy.
That's
and you
cool.
go and it's like short stocky Italian dude who's like 60 and he like knew everyone's name.
Hell yeah.
And that was the neighborhood. And then you could see things change, and there are certain,
Getting better or getting worse?
well, it's a trade. I mean, always,
Yeah.
because it's like getting better
And way more expensive.
and way more expensive,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
better for some, not as good for others.
Yeah.
There's this thing about the neighborhood gets safer, but also the people that like give it the character and the lifeblood and who are doing the jobs that really are sustaining the community they're forced to like move out more and more. So luckily, got in at a very good time.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
who would have known? Because it only makes sense looking back. It's like who would have known that neighborhood would have blown up into the now it's Park Slope.
Oh, is it like
Yeah.
okay? It's like real nice and bougie and shit.
It's really nice.
That's cool. And you're right. It is like a good thing and a bad thing because there's definitely places in Austin. I would dare to say Rainy Street was cool when I moved here 9 years ago.
Yeah.
And has only gotten, as soon as the high rises came up and you couldn't, and all the houses turned into these fancy bars, that's when it lost some. And I'll still go down there. I'll still play gig, or if someone's having drinks down there, I'll go meet them. But to me, it kind of lost something when the houses that were clearly houses that had been converted into a bar, when those kind of started to disappear, I was like, oh, okay, well, and of course, I must have not been the only one to think that, because now everyone's on the east side. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely.
And now it's just popping so hard over there.
East Side reminds me a lot of what the transition in Brooklyn was like, because you had all these like old warehouses and working class neighborhoods, and then this like rapid influx where it's almost unrecognizable a couple years later. The thing about Rainey is that it's waterfront property, and it's like if you look at any gentrified neighborhood anywhere, it's like waterfront views. That's what's up. Look out. Mark my words, 10 years from now, like south of Lady Bird, it's all going to be high rises and skyscrapers.
Oh man,
I'm calling it.
I
early.
fucking hope not, but I don't doubt it.
What is the other option? You know what I mean?
Maybe Austin. Maybe Austin will level out a little bit. I don't know. Are there still as many people moving here as there have been in the past 5-10 years? I think it's kind of slowed down.
It's
right?
slowed down.
It's slowed down. So my thoughts are like maybe it won't fully get fucked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
hope not.
I love Austin how it is, even though some parts of it aren't as cool as they used to be. Other parts are cool now, and it's like I think it's going to keep growing like that. And I've noticed the same thing. Like I said, I was from Houston, and it's funny going back. I still have a lot of friends that play in bands in Houston, and.
How long were you in Houston? When did you make it out here?
I grew up my whole life in Houston, and then I went to University of Houston for college, and then
Hometown.
and then stayed there like 2 years after college, and it was kind of funny looking back because I was like, I had come up to Austin a couple weekends like in a row, and I was like, I was playing in a band at the time, and I was like, Austin's sick. Like I dig it. And this was 2016.
2016. Okay,
Yeah.
so you knew old Austin.
Yeah.
Because I never knew pre-COVID.
Because I was coming here in 2012. 2013.
What was Maggie Mays like in 2016? Or what was 6th Street like?
Well, 6th Street was similar to what it is now. But you also, like, it was similar to what it is now. I think I was like, I would actually go, though, if that makes sense. And that could have just been because I was 22, 23 or whatever.
Yeah.
But it might be because it was like, it was a little more like, oh, we're just going to check out Austin and what it has to offer. You know, at that point I was technically, an out-of-towner, so.
Yeah, sure.
But with Houston, it's interesting, playing in a band there till 2016. Probably from 2012 to 2016, I was playing in bands and seeing what has changed there. There's maybe like one music venue that I played at that they still like the musicians that I'm friends with will be like, oh yeah, I'll still go there. There's maybe one place, but outside of that, it's like it's all new spots, kind of different areas, a little more outside of the city, and it's funny because I haven't really even been back to the places like right off Main Street that we would play at. It's kind of just like, oh, well, so and so's playing here. So whenever I'm in Houston, I'm going straight to like Ojiman, which is like it's a music venue bar, kind of right in the like in the suburb, like a little suburb of Houston.
I'm not too familiar with Houston. I've spent more time in like DFW, San Antonio.
Okay.
Houston's one of those untapped cities I really haven't spent too much time in.
Well, if you go, dude, let me know, and I'll put you in touch with the right
Absolutely.
people. Yeah.
I had one really good meal there on my way to New Orleans.
Okay.
We were going down for some shows, and it was like Cooking Lady. Does that ring a bell?
Lady. I don't know if I've ever had that.
Cooking Girl. It was a Chinese food place.
Oh, I don't know.
It's like a traditional like Szechuan Chinese places.
Ooh, have you ever been to House of Three Gorges?
No, I've heard the legend though.
Bro,
It's good.
I had it yesterday. So good. I work not too far from there, so slaps.
I heard that's one of the sleepers in town because I can't find great Chinese food here. One thing I would complain about Austin is that I can't really find really great dumplings. I can't find good like sesame noodles. I can't find good orange chicken. I'm like,
if you want good dumplings, you got to pay for them here.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Like, where's the lo mein? Where's like the $8 lo mein that is just greasy and lights my soul up? I can't find it.
Have you been to Lynn ever?
No, is that the same as like a chi and
yes?
Yeah.
It's pricey, but it is incredible.
I bet
incredible. The soup dumplings they have. We went on Friday last week.
What are the three? It's like Wu Chi Lin or the
Lin,
Wu Chow,
Chi, Wu Chow.
They're all the same.
I think they're owned by the same people or something. Yeah. God, I love how this podcast just became so about food.
I'm gonna finish. I've been taking 30 minutes to tell you my drumming journey, and we keep getting. Should we just get some snacks? Like, what's
I
wrong
think
with
we
us?
might need. I might throw one of those lobsters on the grill now.
It's ridiculous. Oh man, I love Chinese food.
Where did we leave off in the drumming story?
I can't remember, man. I think I moved to Long Island and started playing in like all the musicals and the marching band, the jazz band, all that stuff. And
sick.
After high school, I was kind of figuring it out. I was kind of lost. I wanted to really like do something academically because I never really did that in high school. I was kind of just coasting, playing drums, and eventually I decided to make the jump at 25. I was like, I'm gonna figure this out one way or another. Yeah. And I moved upstate. To just north of Albany. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna live here for a couple years. I'm gonna like live on the cheap. I'm gonna live in the woods and just play until I'm at a point where I feel comfortable where I can like jump into a scene or something, or like make something happen. And that was in 2018 when I moved up there.
Nice.
March 2020, we all know what happened.
We sure do.
And then I really started playing because I had nothing else to do. And then I had my childhood best friend hit me up and be like, I'm moving to Austin. Are you coming? I was like, yeah, I'm coming. Of course I'm coming. And I had a bunch of unemployment money. and I just threw everything in my car and the rest of it in like one of those U-Haul pods.
Hell yeah.
Looks
Ones
almost,
you tow.
looks like a giant porta potty kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I just stacked everything in there. They dropped it off at the house, and I had it all like kind of neatly stacked up, but I guess it wasn't packed tight enough. I got so jostled on the truck. It was like everything was just spilled over, and then I opened the door and like all fell out on the yard.
So when you say you were like, I'm going all in, did that mean like I'm gonna play music full time? What did that?
Yeah, I wanted to do it more than I was doing at the time, and it was like it was a culmination of a bunch of different things. The reason I was about to pop off about all the food and environmental stuff is because I wanted to be involved in sustainability and urban planning. I was in an environmental design program.
Okay, interesting.
Like a STEM school. Yeah, I've lived a lot of different lives.
Wow, okay.
And just kept getting the call.
Yeah,
I just kept getting this itch, and I was like, all right, I'm 25. If I'm going to do this, I need to do this right now. Because it's the thing about music, and it's a hard thing to grapple with. It's almost like being an athlete. And we were talking about fitness earlier. But you've got this window, and it's like it's a lot easier to start now than to be like 45 and be like, all right,
I want to. Yeah.
I'm going to build my music career now at 45.
Totally.
I'm going to get plugged in. But like it takes time. Like I've been here for 5 years, and I feel like I've hardly scratched the surface. I've made a ton of progress.
Does that feeling like you're barely scratched the surface? I like to take that as like because I feel the same way just about music in general. Like musically, I haven't done shit. And like, there's this wide open world to do whatever the fuck I want. You know what I mean? But it could also, I think, when you said it like I was like listening, and it was like that's how I feel about it. But I wonder, there's got to be people out there to when they feel that way, it's just daunting.
Absolutely, I'm going to make up
a
statistic to prove a point, but like a lifetime of music gets uploaded to Spotify every 3 months, and people will talk and be like, "You ever listen to like Squangy and the Truth?" I'm like, "No, dude," like, and I never will. Like, there's this whole
Squangy and the Truth. Is that a real thing?
No, I don't think so. And there's like this whole universe of music that you will never touch, and you have to pick your battles and allocate your time in such a way that you're approaching it in a way that like serves you, and every choice is a trade-off, and like you will never listen to all the music that's made.
Yeah.
No one will listen to all the music that you made, maybe a couple people, and you kind of just have to pick and choose at this point because there's it goes so deep, dude. It goes so deep.
So deep. And what's interesting is like time, some people say time is money. But it's honestly so much more than that.
Yeah.
Like you literally can't, you can't replace time. It's the one thing in life that is in one way or in no other way replenishable.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's other things in life that are unreplenishable as well. But it's like,
Sure.
it really is like that one thing that like, no matter what, you can't get it back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, you just can't lose sight of that shit. Because, I've spent too much time doing dumb shit in my life.
Oh, sure.
And I'm sure everyone feels that way to a degree. But, one thing I've even kind of realized, like, that I've really enjoyed about doing the podcast is, like, it's cool to like have these things and just record it and put it out into the world versus like, and it is bullshit. Not bullshit. That's not.
I think we're talking about very important things like lobster salad and my fake stepdad. Yeah,
it's something I just feel like there's part of me that doing this podcast has made me feel a little bit like, okay, whatever the fuck I do, just put it out.
Right. Which is a big mental barrier even in music too, there's this perfectionism that a lot of people can fall into, being like this tweaking and like, oh, it's not right. Oh, I want to re-record this. It's like at a certain point, just put it out.
Just put it out.
Just put it out. Just put it out. Because the thing is like ideally, your taste will always outpace your like creativity. And you're trying to always grasp at something bigger than yourself. So it's like if you're making something, there's this idea in your head that like you're trying to actualize on. And every year, again, ideally, you're going to get better. So looking back and be like, oh, that sucks. I was like, well, yeah, of course it did in comparison.
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to grow.
You're supposed to grow.
Get
Exactly.
get better.
Yeah.
And the scene grows and new music comes out and like, you know.
Your tastes change.
Tastes change. Yeah.
It's kind of I think it's a good practice to just make the shit to completion. The best you think you can do it at the time and
100%.
just put it out there. And maybe not everything. Okay, right.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not need to put everything out there.
Sure.
But once I think getting in the practice of like continually just putting it out, I think there's something with that, and I don't know exactly how the universe works and how our brains work and how the algorithms of the internet work, but I think there is something with just making it, putting it out, that I think is gonna for a lot of artists, and myself included, it can be very rewarding if you stick with it.
Because it's not only about putting out that finished work, but it's also you're working this other muscle. You're working the muscle of accepting that it's out there.
Yes.
This letting go.
Exactly.
Feeling.
Yes, you articulated it just right.
You know, because there's like the spiritual aspect to it too. Of like
yes.
every song that you make, it's like a little baby.
It is.
You know,
it's
a part of you.
Yeah.
And every time it's like you're cutting off like a piece of your flesh and you're throwing it to the lobster pond and they're going to gobble it up and, you know, and you never get that back. But then it's out there and like someone else gets to enjoy it. And
this is true. No, this is true, man. And when's the next thing you're putting out? When are you going to release the music? Because you're actually one of the... there's been a couple artists that I haven't like gone and listened to their shit before I had them on. But where can I hear your drums like on Spotify right now? Like
that's a wonderful question. You can look up the album New Texas Groove
by
Texas
Jack
Groove. With no K. Put
Okay.
that out a couple years ago. We just put out a new single called Birdhouse Blues.
Okay.
Album's dropping October 24th, 25th. We have a show at the renowned Saxon Pub. Very stoked on that. Took us 5 years to finally get booked.
When is that?
October 25th, 24th?
Okay, what are we doing October 24th?
I don't know. All I know is that it's that magic weekend in
that's
October.
next year.
That's not this year.
No. I was thinking. No. Sorry. Our wedding date is October 24th next year.
I know. Well, it's in my calendar. Yeah, I saved it. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I'll be there.
But October 25th. Okay. Cool.
Thank you. Oh, I don't need that.
Oh yeah.
All right, fine.
Top us off. There it is.
This is a Boulevardier. You know that, right?
There's
This isn't a margarita.
No bullshit with the Boulevardier.
This is straight booze. This is vermouth, Campari, and whiskey.
Well, you know how it goes down on cocktails and
Cheers.
chords,
I guess
baby.
I don't.
We
I've never been here.
we sauce it up, dude. We sauce it up. We get saucy. Are there any what time are we at, Nicole?
An hour and 3 minutes.
Oh shit. Okay, I think
We've
it's
been
probably
gabbing for an hour. I feel like we
damn.
haven't even scratched the surface. I haven't
Dude,
asked you
I
about
mean,
anything. Do you have any brothers? You have any siblings? What do you got?
I do. I have 2 brothers.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
seem like a brother guy. You seem like a boy's boy.
I'm a man's man.
You're a man's man. Are you the middle?
Yeah.
I fucking knew it.
How the fuck? Whoa.
Why is it-
How are you doing
the
this?
podcast. You
How
want
are you
the-
getting
you want
all
the
fucking
attention.
getting voodoo right at the end of this?
Well, I'm the
fucking-
oldest. I can spot all the other ones.
Ah, okay, interesting. How many siblings do you have?
2 brothers.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so the fucking boys.
The dudes. Yeah. And, you know, my parents are split. My dad's remarried. So my brother Nolan is 10 years younger than me.
Okay, cool.
And we actually, I was just home for a wedding. We just had our first beer together. That's like,
That's
bros.
cool. That's
Very cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, we just graduated college, which is a trip, because we're like oldish, not old, but like
When the youngins, yeah. Well, all my brothers were all like right around 2 years apart, and but my younger brother, it's interesting because my older brother, he has 3 kids.
okay.
My younger brother, 3 kids, and they're both my younger brother is in his 30s now too, and I'm like, oh fuck,
Yeah,
like where is time? What is happening?
100%. Yeah, because you
It's a
get so
trip.
caught up in your own life too.
It's a trip, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm like, for me, I'm like, Nicole and I, we're doing our thing here. And like, I'm so
You
glad
have a
I
good
moved-
thing. I mean, the house is gorgeous.
I love the house and with, just, like I love my brothers and their families and their kids. They're all awesome. But for me, I'm just like, I love like what Nicole and I get to do right now too. You know what I mean? Like we get to, I feel like we get to travel a little bit more.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah,
we
yeah.
get to do this. We get to go out and do that. Maybe a little bit more. And I think I'll want to do the kids thing soon at some point. But until then, I fuck with this.
This is a good thing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm having a great
time.
time. This is awesome.
I like it.
And same. I kind of, maybe one day.
Yeah. You think you'll have kids?
I can't think that far ahead right now. I want to get a little more established in like what I'm doing. And
Just spill the ladies want to know, Rhett.
do I want some little Belcher Juniors?
The
Some
ladies,
Latinas?
the ladies want to know.
Little Tina Belchers.
That's
running around?
why they're tuning in, okay?
I would like some stability in my life. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've been
before doing that.
I've been admittedly a little selfish and just kind of like playing my music and
There's
you
nothing
know
wrong with that.
to a point. I think being completely selfish is wrong.
Sure. But do you think you're completely selfish?
Absolutely not. No, I like to think I'm very generous. I'm there for people. And
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So even now, although you might be being selfish in, what you want with your life as a whole, I guess being selfish in that way, I don't think there's ever a problem with. You know what I mean? But being selfish in terms of like, this is mine.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that can be a little fucked up.
Give me that drink.
Yeah. Pass me that drink before I beat yours. Yeah. No, that's where it gets a little fucked up. But yeah.
I don't know if the future mother of my children wants me coming home at like 3 a.m. from a friend's bar gig and like, you know what I mean? Like, unless they're down
working.
about it.
Her man is working. Okay, that's what I say.
Yeah, fair enough.
You getting paid?
I'm getting paid something.
Getting paid. Yeah, it might be.
Shout out Tommy. Shout out Tommy from Friends.
Hell yeah. You get
Paying us
paid
the
a
big
little bit
bucks.
of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's and it's fun. And if you're with someone that loves you, they'll know that you enjoy that. I think whether you want to have a family or not. You know what I mean? So
Well, thanks, man.
Yeah. So, that's all fun stuff. Now, what are your thoughts on the Israel-Palestine conflict? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm Jewish, bro. Let's change the subject.
I'm kidding. We're
I
not
will-
going there. We're not going.
You don't want to go there at all?
No, you can go.
You want a 10-second clip?
10-second clip. We
10
won't
second
clip it,
clip?
but let's go for it.
It's a conflicting opinion because I don't think that the people of Israel are aligned with the role that the government is playing, and I think that the Palestinian people maybe aren't even aligned with what's going on with the powers that be in Palestine. I think there's always a disconnect between the people in charge and the actual populace.
Yeah.
And I think the leaders of, Palestine and Israel have more in common than the actual people. And
I think that's very eloquently put, and honestly,
but also,
yes.
if you're really blindly supporting everything Israel's doing, you're not part of the solution either. As a
That's
Jew.
fair. Yeah. I think there's definitely a lot of injustices being done to a lot of different people and a lot of different.
It was hard. I mean, because even like 10, 15 years ago, I wasn't a big fan of what the IDF or Israel was doing. And, it was hard to speak out because so many people who are Jewish in America go on birthright. They come back and there's like they're in it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Jew deluxe side of fries. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And, like,
that is interesting.
never
yeah.
did that because I knew it was propaganda. I didn't want to, so I never did birthright.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, this is gonna hit the web hard.
No,
I have to
dude,
cut
trust
this out.
me.
Anyway,
There might be 15. Which, by the way, did I say bitch? Which we can.
Can we curse on here?
We can, if we decide later on that you want to cut whatever, we totally can. It's very easy to. So yeah, we can if you want.
Cool.
Um,
No, leave it.
Nah,
I said what I needed to say.
Dude, you know, like, I think it's a complicated thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I know I'm not. I know. Unfortunately, I am ignorant to a lot of it, and I should probably educate myself a little better on a lot of what's going on, overseas. But ultimately, I just don't like people dying that don't have to be dying, and I think the world can do a lot better job of coming together and working shit out. You know what I mean? Ultimately, to where I don't think everyone's gonna be happy ever in the world.
Sure.
We'll never live in a world where everyone is happy. But I think we can. I think we've got a lot of people that are upset with other people right now. That, like, if we just talked about shit, it would be okay.
Most people globally live on like $2 a day or less on average.
It's a trip.
And then you go to like Beverly Hills and it's like, how are we not dividing things equitably across the world? And like you get statistics like that and it really puts things in perspective, which I think really just narrows down to every country, is that you have a disparity. You have people who are doing so well, and then you have people who are doing so unwell. And you have to wonder. And then you get into like, how much of it does this play in like globalization? Like, can you localize things? And can local communities do that? It's like, yes, maybe. But then you also have these countries that just like vastly outpace them production-wise with agriculture, and there's no way to keep up. And then you have the economic forces, and it's like, and it just keeps going and going and going. All that to say, you can go to school for all that for 20 years and you still can't justify the fact that some people live on $2 a day.
Yeah.
With all, you know what I mean? Like all those list of factors. It doesn't matter.
It is. It's crazy.
Unjustifiable.
I agree. And it's, this is interesting because I feel like we've never really gotten to a conversation like this on the podcast. So now we're fucking.
I'm taking it there.
We're fucking in it.
I'm 1.5 Boulevardiers in. We're on the
cheers
Boulevard.
again,
Yeah,
man.
cheers.
Thanks for coming on.
Of course. Sorry about the couch before.
It's you're good.
Let's just slouch.
You're good, bro. You're good. The one of the things in the world that like just fires me up a little bit is just these billionaires, bro.
Yeah. You ever watch Family Guy? The Stewie, or the Peter Griffin?
Yeah.
You know what grinds my gears?
Yeah. These billionaires are grinding my fucking gears, brother.
Yeah.
No, it just, some of these people got so much fucking money, and it's not me. I feel like I don't need more money. I feel like I've kind of like reached a place where I've like I'm good and I'm sustaining.
Right.
And
your diminishing returns curve.
I feel like
hit that sweet spot.
I feel like I do often, even though I feel like I make a solid living for myself and I should be proud of what I do, I get sometimes paranoid about the future. And like if shit hits the fan in one way or another, could I just lose everything I have? And like I think that's a real fear. You know what I mean? But ultimately, I think I know that there are a lot of people in the world that are struggling and that are less fortunate. And, I think I don't have the solution, but when you see like billionaires, you know what I mean? it's just it's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know.
Does not make a single cent.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Because also the
and
concept
I don't
of a
have the
millionaire.
answer. I don't have the answers.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I
But
don't know.
even a millionaire
Even a millionaire.
is like, wow, that sounds like a lot. Can't imagine what I would do with all that. And then you multiply that by 1,000.
Yeah.
You take 1,000 millionaires and you put them in a trash compactor and you squish them down. And then you get like 2.5% of what Elon Musk has, because he has like 40 billion.
And we're talking about millionaires. Yeah.
Right?
We're
So
talking about people that are like so well off.
Yeah.
Like,
So you take someone who has $1 million and then you take 40,000 of those people, 40,000 millionaires, and you squish them all, put them all in a room. You stand them next to Elon Musk, and he has more money than them.
it's weird.
It's crazy.
It's weird.
Just
It's
picture it.
weird.
Yeah.
It's a trip. It's a trip. And I
Again,
don't have
made
the
up
answer.
statistics to prove points, but like,
No,
yeah, it just
I
doesn't
don't
make-
have the answer. And it's weird because I'm like, I don't like it, but I don't necessarily have the answer to fix it. Because like, look, it doesn't sound fair. You know, if fairness is the appropriate measure, what is fair? Is fairness the approach we should take to law and is that the baseline? Like, should we do what's fair?
Long time ago, I watched
That's a trip.
debate.
We're getting
between,
deep, dude. We're getting fucking deep.
It was between. This is gonna show you the kind of nature of the argument, but it was between Van Jones. You know Van Jones from
I don't know if I know
CNN.
Van Jones.
He's a pundit,
Okay.
reporter guy, versus from Infowars, Carl the Cuck Slayer. Right, and they were on the street. And I think he ran up on him on the street, and it was this like throwaway line from Van Jones, but it stuck with me for like a decade now. And it's like. Republicans are more concerned with liberty and the Democrats are more concerned with justice. You take liberty and justice, you put together, that's America. And I think everyone has different compulsions and like what motivates them, which is like, I mean, kind of a, you know, this like sing-songy kind of like, you know, America the Beautiful kind of line, but also it resonated with me and it still has. So do I think fairness is the foundation of law? It's hard because then it's like, who's that to determine what is fair?
Yeah.
Because then there's the thing with like equality and equity,
Yeah.
where it's like, you know, oh, everyone should be on a level playing field. It's like, all right, well, that's cool, but like also everyone is a different height. So it's like, should we
Yeah.
all be on level or should there be adjustments for other people? I don't think anyone should be in poverty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is my bare minimum. I don't
Living
think
on the
anyone.
streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Do
then
you think? But then there's also the question: no matter what the government does or the people do, would there still be people living on the streets?
I think there should be enough safety nets in place so that if someone did end up living on the streets, there would be a funnel for them to then find the resources and the help to get to a place where they could get back on their feet, which I think is where my ideal society lives.
I think that's plausible too. I think
Yeah.
that's something that's possible.
But it only makes sense in big cities because then, like, you know, you get into the countryside and it's like you just don't have the same resources. You have a lot of people who rely on this like self-sufficiency. So if you don't have your community, if you don't have resources, and you end up stuck.
Yeah.
And again, not my wheelhouse. So I don't want to get on here and talk like I really have the answers to this one.
Hey, I don't have the
You
answers. I
You
don't
want to
have
talk
the
steak? You want to get back to the
No,
the
no,
food
man.
talk.
I don't have the answers either. But I think having the conversation and like thinking about it, whether you have the answer or not, thinking about
agree.
it is good for everyone. You
I
know
agree.
what I mean?
No,
Like,
I don't think that you should float through society on autopilot. Like I think,
Yeah,
especially in a democracy. Like if you want to go through life and not have to think about what your government's doing. Like, why don't you move to a fascist country and like let someone call the shots? You know, because we all vote.
This is true. And
I think it's an obligation
to vote.
To vote and to be informed, and if you're going to live in a democracy, to know that your voice matters. And that
I've only voted a couple times in my life. I do not vote every election, and I kind of been sitting back and like,
you gotta vote, dude.
I know. I should. But I think part of me just feels like it's all fucked, and like I don't want to participate in it because. But then I'm having this conversation right now, and I'm like, well, I don't have the answer. But then I listen to these candidates speak, and I'm like, well, they don't fucking have the answer, you know. Yeah. So it makes it hard to want to contribute, and I think that's the issue I run into a lot. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, I should vote, and I'm lazy, and that's not a good excuse, but that's just how it happens sometimes. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I also think there is a way to impact your community on a different level without voting, right?
Absolutely.
And
there's certainly very tangible ways to do that through volunteering or canvassing or even attending like a rally or something like that, or
volunteering is specifically like what's made me feel best about like helping out my community and the homeless and
right, or if you happen to be well off, giving money to people who are trying to do those things, who are out there beating feet, working at a food pantry, not exactly the most high-paying, glamorous job, is like throwing some money their way.
Yeah.
Letting them continue to do what they do because, obviously not everyone's going to devote their lives to something like that. And it's not only like a noble profession, but it's a labor of love. A lot of those charitable efforts are because they have this innate need to help other people. And it's such like a beautiful thing because not everyone does that.
No, that's true, dude.
I used to think that like playing music was enough for me to say that I was giving back to the community. And I'm growing away from that. I kind of do feel like I'm at a crossroads. Just being in Austin. I just hit 5 years in Austin.
Yeah.
Like a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago.
Hey,
so it's funny.
That, man.
Thanks for having me on to celebrate.
Of course.
And yeah, I'm just kind of rethinking everything and like never really been involved in the local politics. I know where I stand. Mm-hmm. Not a big fan of Abbott.
Yeah.
He's not my favorite.
No, me neither.
But I'm just trying to rethink of like my place in the city, and
that's good. It's a good thing to think about. And what do you think? Should we leave the listeners there? Should we leave them just think about your place in society and leave them there? What do you, or should we? Is there anything you want to plug before we log off today?
La Petite Mort by Ellie Rose comes out tomorrow. Check it out. Stream on all streaming services. We don't have a name for the album yet. I just recorded an album with Jack with No K. We put out Birdhouse Blues a week ago. That's dropping October 25th. Look out for that. Nonstop Admiral is cutting a record. That'll be out at some point. No release date for that. You're just going to have to stay tuned. Rankin has a show November 1st at the, what's it called? Conchas?
Crazy Conchas.
Crazy Conchas, November 1st. Be there. Do something for someone else. Don't just do everything for yourself.
Hell yeah.
Go eat a lobster.
Don't be selfish.
Enjoy yourself.
All right. Hey, man. Thanks. Thank you, brother.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Blast, man. Thank you for coming on. We'll do it again.